Yeah.
Everyone's just like, this is the idiot who decided to bring the 50. Something like that. Yeah is a thing, apparently now. Yeah, no, feeling good, feeling tired and hot and sweaty, but all in the name of the game, I guess. Am I supposed to like open up to all my feelings now? Is this the part where it gets really deep? No.
If you had to relate it to a hero's journey, where do you think you would be right now?
I'm gonna say the beginning. Well, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of thinking of this as like you have the 3-part kind of system, but then it's also, because of how many trips I'm doing, it becomes like the second part. So I'm kind of, I had Winton, which was the biggest kick in the gut ever, but anyway, let that be. And then it's kind of like part 2, embarking on part 2, and then like India will be that kind of real finishing off, because apparently I'm not a good film artist. The beginning of part 2, I think.
It's like,
I love it though. Just that we're like inexperienced.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Been here for 8 months, I suppose. So like,
but it's just like because we're part of it. Yeah.
That's actually a thing now.
Because you're part of a group, she can't tell us to do something. She can't say, oh.
So, right now we are at the Shanghai markets.
Yeah.
The Sunday markets.
Yeah.
Looking at some very pretty shorts. Say hi, Rachel.
Yeah.
In the shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so big moment for us. We just bartered our first deals. Woo!
But
Yeah. Got down from like 300 to 200-ish.
350 to 250.
Woo! Yeah.
I went from 120 to 100.
And got some super cute shorts. I mean, like, come on. Yeah.
So yeah, let's go get some food.
First day of teaching, which I think was exhausting in itself. Interesting, I guess. I don't really know. I think these monk kids know more about like phones than we do, which is kind of sad. But I think it's something that we can work with. Definitely very interesting keeping them all engaged. Like, I think one thing that we didn't quite register whilst we were doing all of our planning is these are 13-year-old boys, monks or not. So I guess that made it interesting.
Underarm if you want.
Yeah.
Hate him on her game.
Yep, okay, yeah. Okay, so as of this morning, I did not imagine I'd be climbing a mountain, but I did, sort of, just-ish.
I'm not getting out. Yeah, that's why I raced up. I was like, if I stop, that's it.
Honestly, I think a pretty good view.
Look at the dragonflies.
Kind of worth dying a little bit over, but we got there. Pretty sick photos, I think. Okay, so just as a bit of a side note, I guess. Yeah, climbed up a mountain. That was crazy difficult, and I guess it kind of just shows how much I need to exercise. But so very worth it, I think. I'm just kind of surprised that I was actually able to do it. It's not like I can't climb a mountain at home, but it's more the fact that I had to go to Thailand to climb a mountain. Yeah. I guess I'm just kind of proud that I actually did it, so when in Thailand. It's been an interesting couple of days, I think. Like, I mean, I say it's like day 6, but it honestly feels like we've been here forever. and like I'm fully aware that we've just kind of settled in and gotten used to everything, and we're about to go up to the hill tribes and everything's going to get flipped on its head. In terms of, and I mean, it's something that I've noticed over the last couple of days, like everyone's been trying to get out and start shooting stuff now that Ash is here. And I mean, everyone's so excited about these FS5s and running around with them, and I'm like sitting here thinking, well, everybody else is either a director or camera or at least has skills in editing or sound, and I mean, what am I? I identify as a producer, and I'm proud of that. I mean, I think it's the one thing that I actually have and that I'm actually good at. I think I've just kind of like clinged on to that a little bit over this year. I think I have, but I guess it's always been just the one thing I'm good at, and I get so annoyed at people when they just like they think I'm here for paperwork. Like that's my entire job description, just paperwork. I've had DOPs just completely rein me out of all creative decisions because no, I am a person who my entire job description is paperwork and catering. Even when Ash was talking about the risk assessment, I knew everyone was thinking, yeah, Payton will do it. Let's get in a group with Payton, she'll do it. It's apparently, like, it's starting to feel like that's the only thing I can do. Okay, so, right now I am on top of Mount Doisatat. It's a little bit nice to get up here. We drove up, so no dying, essentially, but this place is absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. I don't know if you can...
Oh, hi.
I feel like I needed to join in.
There's so many cameras going at the same time.
Wait, everyone, look at the hands.
Oh, the hands.
I needed
Hands.
to join in.
Same time.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. No, wait, no. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
There's going to be a
it's fine.
super cut of this. Just
There's also that one going.
everyone vlogging.
Alright, we aren't being narcissistic. We're film students. This is okay.
It's totally normal.
This is fine.
It's acceptable. That's funny. Where we come from, it's acceptable.
This is tragic though.
This is pretty trash.
Okay, so it is now... Oh god, I can't even remember what day it is. It's day 9 or 10 or something. Wait, is it Tuesday? I can't keep track anymore. Anyway, so we're at my dad village, chilling at the school. We got here on Sunday evening. It's been interesting. It's been a bit of adjusting, I think. So, but producing, I know is my strength. But I also want to be able to tell stories, and I want to tell my own stories, kind of thing. And I want to have a talented director be able to come on board and bring my story to life, which is how we've been told it works. So I guess it'll be interesting to see just how that plays out. I mean, as a producer, if my ideal vision for this would be you pitch, if your story wins, you become the producer. You then bring on somebody who's skilled in directing, who has that knowledge and to be able to bring the story to life. Like the shots and properly visualize it on film in a way to tell your story. Like everybody on a film set seems to treat the director as the boss, and I guess this was kind of what I was going on about earlier, like why am I here? I mean, it's probably stemming from this view like, well, no, the producer is just there for paperwork and logistics. It's like, well, no. That's why we hire people like production managers and production coordinators and line producers. Like, that's what they're there for. So I think in Winton, I don't think I put a lot of effort into my pitch, so that's definitely something that I'm trying to change this time. And like, I know I'm not huge into documentaries, and you probably can't hear anything because everybody downstairs is being 1.6, but like, I'm not, documentaries I never pictured as my strength. I mean, they still probably aren't, but over these next few months, especially with Doc Edge, I feel like I'm going to be getting a lot of experience, and so I think it's definitely an interesting avenue to explore. And I mean, I do want to try and put like a lot of effort into this pitch, because in doing this I can then start to use my skills as a creative producer, not just there for paperwork, and then maybe I can start to distinguish the difference. I think I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing as a producer. I mean, even Ash was going on again about like the whole like directing, like almost like directing being the key creative. And I mean, all I remember from Winton is that the talk that we had, the whole distinguishing the difference between a producer and a production manager. And a producer has to really feel for the story, and has to be involved in the story, and it has to be their story. Well, not has to be, I mean, like, but they have to have a connection to the story. They have to believe in what they're telling. I guess that probably makes no sense. But since then, I guess I've just been trying to distinguish myself from a production manager. But even then, I don't even know if I'm doing that right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure in my last blog I said it was something like day 8 or 9 or something. That was a complete lie. It's actually day 15. So yeah, interesting day, I guess. This morning we were doing renos again, did our English camp today, and also had another production meeting, which was, yay. As you can tell, it probably went well. Not only were Clay just, my boat doesn't say anything to begin with, so it's impossible to get any creative input out of him. And then every time I feel like I try and talk to Clay, he's just wants to run off and do his own thing, and he's not remotely interested. So talking to him has been like practically impossible. Not only were both the boys late to the meeting, but we start trying to piece together a story, and like I tried to discuss it at least with Rachel and try to piece together a story and something to do on this little girl, and then starts picking it apart as we'd expect, and then Clay just chimes in and completely 180 flips with, oh yeah, well maybe we should just do something else. And I've been looking at these guys and discussing with Mo about these stories, and I'm like, not only have they just like completely embarrassed me by coming in late and making me look like I can't organize a team, but then he's gone and completely flipped, and Ash could see that. I mean, Rachel and I had no idea what was going on, and then it's all new, and he just decided to bring it up straight in front of her, and like not even discuss it to any of us first. I think that's what got me the most. I just get so confused. I mean, like, 1 minute I'm here going, yeah, a creative producer, like it's their story and like it's their got the creative control, and then next minute it's like, oh no, directors are the creative head and it's their story and that's how Ash has been treating this. And then like 1 minute I'm supposed to have complete and full faith in this story, and then just in the story that I'm producing in like full stop, and then next I'm just Clay's babysitter. Like I really don't understand what I'm meant to be doing. Night in Mesa Leon, and I've just kind of come out of your little D&M chat, Ash, and there is so much more that I wanted to say. I guess I really want to talk to you about. I guess I just kind of got freaked out. And God. Yeah, what you said was so true. I mean, I freak out and I know it, and it's not a good thing. And I think, like, the documentary itself, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's just a film. I know I'm gonna make shitty ones. I made plenty this year. And I failed so many times as a producer. And I think on this trip, so far I've been so worried about, I've been so obsessed with trying to figure out what I am as a producer and obsessing over whether I was going to get my creative say or not, that I didn't even notice that we pretty much weren't getting a film. And please don't get me wrong, like, this trip has been amazing and I've done so much and seen so much, and like compared to last time I travelled where I practically slept through it all, like this has been incredible, but like at the same time there's been so much going on emotionally, and this whole journey thing has been a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. And so yeah, to be honest, I'm not in a good place, and I haven't been the last who knows how many days, and I need to be there for my team, and I know that, and I'm not. I just mentally haven't been able to get there. Probably because I've spent too much time worrying about myself and whether I get to tell my story or not. And in doing that, I've almost fucked over one of my other friends. I've dug myself into an even deeper hole with this doco, and
It's like day 19.
Is it really?
Right?
Yeah, I'm recording now.
It's Tuesday, day 19, I think. So, recap on Monday, Tuesday. Got back, kind of had a bit of a team get together, kind of hashed out a story. Clay went off on his own little runabout and got a story for us. Filmed our first interview that night, so it was all a bit touch and go. Got in today and discovered there actually was no story. So yet again that idea went out the window. Came back with another plan. We literally sat down, talked for an hour, and then shot. So half of, I think at least for May, her interview stuff is fairly well done. And then it's just getting B-roll, I guess. Kind of pleasantly surprised how quickly everything's come together, but definitely not the ideal situation. But look, it's getting done, and I'm kind of at the point where I'm so over this documentary. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, I'm just kind of happy to hand something in right now and get it over with. I think I don't know what else to say right now. Going back and reviewing a lot of my footage, my vlogging footage, it's terrible. I'm gonna say right now, if you've made it to this point, I'm so sorry that you had to sit through that. It was like unbearable for me to sit through that. I think I just got really pissed off with myself in watching that. Like, it was, oh god, it was something. Caught up in my own little world, I think, is that was the big problem. I was too stressed about, oh, what does it mean to be a producer? What am I doing here? What is even going on, to even notice that, like, I was completely letting everybody down. And not doing what a producer should do, which evidently is hard enough for me to wrap my head around. I think I don't know, I'm just really stuck up about it. Which made me really angry watching those videos back. I mean, yeah, it was bad. So I think I definitely needed you to call me out on that, so thank you. It was a big kick in the gut at the time, but I think that's just what I needed. Hopefully I can change that in India. I think that's going to be my next fun little journey. It's kind of attempting to overcome that and get my head out of my ass, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, can you just do one thing for me, is that if I do ever get like that, please make me sit down and watch this. That's all I can say. And it's not till I was going back that I really realised that shit, you stuck up, self-obsessed bitch, what are you doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. So yeah, anyway, hopefully by sometime tomorrow I'll have a rough cut. Then we can finish off the rest and hopefully make something out of it, hopefully. If not, just kind of, yeah, it is what it is at this point. Yeah, I've got an interesting character actor, right? And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now because it's getting really quick. I can start recording. Please.